Alright, this is Mike. This is my second video. I'm not a financial advisor, and I just also want to let you know I'm not great at making videos. So there's not going to be great editing or, any fancy blah 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 thumbnails and all that. So in time I'll learn that as the channel grows, but right now this is just going to be strictly information. I just want to pass along information that I just found out. And then hopefully one day, we can move along and maybe monetize the channel, and I can start to do all the flashy stuff, But for now, we're just going to stick to the to the research. But if you please hit the like and subscribe button, that would really help the channel grow, because ultimately that's what we're trying to do. A couple of days ago, I came across a ticker symbol called AQB, and I found it on a Dead Inside's channel. Dead Inside is a YouTuber. If you guys are not familiar with him, you should check him out. He's very, very informational and does a really good job breaking videos down. After he put this ticker on my radar, I said, you know what, let me really do some research here and dive deep. And I just wanted to let you guys know what I found. And maybe this is something for you to invest in yourself. Because again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I've been doing very well in the stock market and would like to pass that information along to you guys, In my findings, I found out that protein is at the center of the global food issue, okay? So we have an issue with a source of protein because there's a projection for protein consumption to double over the next 10 to 20 years, because people are changing their diets, etc., really focus on like either plant-based stuff or trying to eat clean, and protein is very part of that, and as we go forward, so they're expecting the amount of protein consumed over the next 10 to 20 years to double. The problem with that is the market share of that, 70% of that protein comes from the marine and aqua world. Okay, so mostly fish. 70% of the protein is going to, they're projecting, it's fish, fish orientated. So we run into a little bit of a problem, because now the number of fish are declining because of, either global warming or climate change, however you want to view that. But the facts are that the number of fish, particularly salmon, are declining every year. So how are we going to meet a need with the market and the industry growing so rapidly, while the actual product itself is reducing? So that's where Aquabounty Technologies comes in, ticker symbol AQB. What they do is they genetically modify fish, land farming fish. And there's also some risks involved, and people call them frankenfish, or a lot of people don't want to buy the product, and that's totally cool and understandable. I personally, I didn't know how to feel about it at first, but after finding and looking into it, I started to realize maybe there's a lot of value here. But there are some really cool things that I found out. Land farming, for example, is beneficial and efficient because we use recycled water. They could use recycled water, and then they also cut costs from transportation to consumer. That will also be cut. So we leave a less of a carbon footprint. So we're reducing emissions in a way, and so it's environmentally friendly and secure. So that's certainly good. Also, some interesting things I found out about the company was that they grow the fish 2 times as fast. If a normal fleet or group of fish or salmon particularly, they grow over 3 years till they're fully grown. The Aquabounty salmon grow in 18 months, so that's half the time. So you could produce half the protein is what we're looking at here. So you could produce half. What was also interesting about it is that they could do it with 25 by feeding these fish 25% less than they currently have to doing like other fish farms the standard way. So they save money there, 25% less. They feed grains, etc., etc. And at the moment, and this kind of feeds into the transportation to consumer end, is we're looking to grow more farms. I believe they have 2 right now, but I'm not 100%. This is, you look into it further yourself, but I believe it's 2, and their goal is 7, which is really, really ideal, especially if you can think about like the metro areas, the coasts, California, New York, Florida, if they get in that area, like right where the oceans are, that's definitely a benefit. Also with the market growing. As of now, their products are available in Canada and the United States, with talks of possibly China. China is the second biggest market in that. If they can get into there, then there's unbelievable growth. Also really cool, I found there are no antibiotics used in these fish, which means no sea lice or other infections at the standard way that we see that now, because that's something that they definitely have to deal with. They had a lot of great stuff. As far as like their goals, they're really growing quickly. They're looking to grow. They have a chance to be They're not profitable yet, but they have a chance to be profitable very soon. And also too, what really drew me to this company was who was invested in it. I saw that 64% of the company's shares are owned by institutional investors. So they own 20 million out of the 32 million total shares in circulation. And just to name a few really quick, ARK Invest, ARK Genomic Revolution, so they're in 2 different ARK portfolios, Vanguard, and also the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index, which is whatever, but Vanguard particularly was awesome. They owned 500,000 shares. Also Morgan Stanley, BlackRock owned 76,000 shares. Also Wells Fargo has some shares. The insider trading looked pretty good. The insiders or the executives own 23% of the company, which ends up being 26 million totals in shares. And Randall Kirk put $10 million worth of shares in, and he's had some success. The CEO's name is Sylvia Wolf. I liked some of the stuff I saw about her. She seemed pretty sharp when I listened to her talk. And that's really all I got. I hope you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe if you want to see again. Thanks.